Alright guys, welcome back to Maverick Zone. Today we're here with a little something different. I mean, it different in the sense of like I ain't done it on the channel, but like I've done looked at death battle videos before, okay, but I'm finna get into this one because this is Broly versus Hulk. I seen it on Twitter, so I was like, oh shit, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna just react to it. So we're gonna do this right now, okay? But I ain't after that whole Superman versus Goku thing. I mean, it made sense, but you know, as a DBZ fan, it's a hard pill to swallow. But I mean, it is what it is, yo. But Broly versus Hulk, that's an interesting one because I don't know too much about the Hulk like that because we don't really read the comics like that. But I know a lot about Broly, so of course I'm leaning towards Broly. But I'm finna see what what they got to say about it and what Hulk can do. I'm gonna hold my actual decision, even though I want Broly to win because I'm a DBZ fan. But we're gonna see what happens. Right? But real quick, like the video, show support to your boy. Also, hit the subscribe button, become a zoner today. We are well on our way to 5K, 10K, moving on up. Let's get into this though. Let me make sure I show you on the screen. There we go.
As primal as the ground we walk on and the air we breathe, anger can keep us alive.
What the hell?
or
That was in
doom
Gumball?
us
What the
forever.
hell?
Well,
What
on
up?
that fun note, let's jump into our season finale.
First up is the Incredible Hulk,
Oh,
Marvel's
this guy.
mean green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan
Yes,
from
sir.
Dragon Ball. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Hey yo, it is what it is. Though. Like, I like the way
Young
they
Bruce
actually do the
Banner
research,
was a
so
genius,
If Hulk
and the
comes out
son
on
of
top,
nuclear physicist
or
Brian
whatever,
Banner.
and it makes
Who
sense.
was
It makes
just
sense,
the
yo. We just gotta do
absolute
it.
shittiest dad ever. Complete with mom murdering and super baby slapping.
All right.
Naturally pretty distraught, Bruce's trauma due to parental abuse internalized itself as
Oh,
a
shit.
second personality,
I didn't
an
even know that.
angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up
This
to be a
nigga's 8
leader
feet
in the
tall.
study of gamma radiation. So
Well,
like a
obviously,
total nerd
incredible.
who probably got beat up all the time.
He had that covered. During a gamma bomb test, Bruce was caught in the blast zone and absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently. Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality step into the world.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk is one of the strongest mother
Pause
hubbers.
real quick. I've only really seen the movies, like just a couple of movies they made for the Hulk, or whatever, and of course seen the Avengers and whatnot. But like, is that like accurate? Should I even go by the movies, or should I just like do my research on these comics? Because I might enjoy the comics. Who knows? But y'all let me know, man. Especially if you're a Marvel fan.
In all of Marvel.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap
Goddamn.
into orbit from the ground, and even mess with the fabric of reality by punching.
Whatever a time storm is, you bet your ass he can punch it.
You see
and
what I'm talking
break
about?
time.
The Hulk's absurd power is tied to his rage. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
And according to almighty gods like the Beyonder, the dude's got no known upper limit. Though, to be fair, his body can't always keep up and will revert to Banner under too much pressure. Or too many
I'm gonna
puppies.
keep that in mind for
Emotions
the
like
battle.
rage are governed by an area of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which controls Bruce's transformation. If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself
Yeah, but
designed.
I don't think Broly's
Good
gonna know
thing
that.
the Hulk's a
So I'm
total
gonna go ahead
tank
and
who
factor
can
that
keep
out.
fighting for days on end. Nothing short of literal gods are strong enough to take him down.
When he does take damage, his body can heal almost instantly,
What?
even if his
See,
flesh has
that
been
shit I didn't
vaporized
know.
or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk can adapt to any environment
I ain't
imaginable,
looking too good
whether
for
that's
Broly,
just
yo.
straight up holding
Ain't looking too
energy
good.
or surviving the depths of space.
He's even battled the warrior god Thor, who has thousands of years of combat experience and is fast enough to cross the universe in about 5 seconds, nearly 300 quadrillion times the speed of light.
No wonder the world's so scared of him. He's a green apple flavored behemoth of destruction
I
with the
thought anime
mind of a
was
cranky
ridiculous.
4-year-old.
While the
It's
classic
insane.
Savage Hulk persona may be a childish brute, there are several, maybe even thousands of other personalities cooped up within Banner's shattered psyche.
Joe Fixit is a street smart bouncer. Doc Green is a super genius, and the Devil Hulk is the father figure
That man
Bruce
has
never
split
had.
personalities.
It's like an
That's
all-you-can-eat Hulk Emporium in Bruce's brain. We got your Dark Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Hulk Squared, and Claw, which is basically just Sad Hulk. It's kinda dumb.
Despite seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce would finally unite against a cruel, uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He brought a world war to Earth and tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally letting go of puny Banner, the Hulk became the unstoppable force everyone's always feared. A world breaker.
World is underselling it.
Unlimited
The Savage Hulk once
generation.
obliterated an entire universe with a
What?
thunderclap
Immortality
and bloodied
through resurrection.
Hyperion with a single punch. The same Hyperion who survived the collision of
So
two
the nigga's
universes unscathed.
Well-
which begs the question,
Due to
how much more
resurrection.
powerful is the Hulk at his maximum?
So you're not really
This
immortal.
one's. Now, you might be thinking this Gamma stuff is nuts, and you're right.
Yeah.
Because it's Satan magic.
Right?
So,
Satan,
turns
is this
out,
real?
Gamma is actually directly connected to energy from hell, drawn from Marvel's ultimate
the nigga
satanic
spawned.
being, the One Below All. By using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil.
It's also
Spawn.
what kept him alive all these years. Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally can't die.
And after a journey into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced off against the One Below All
Well, we're
and
gonna
the
wait and see what
ghost
they
of
say
his
about Broly,
father.
but-
In the greatest therapy session of all
Broly's
time,
not
he
immortal.
thunderclapped those two assholes to smithereens. Talk about cathartic. From one man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done, sir.
What else can you say but incredible?
Nah.
The Saiyans, a brutal alien race of interstellar conquerors.
And
Sir.
giant monkey men.
These famous warriors are defined by three things: their tenacity, their pride, and their rage, which fuels their world-destroying power.
And no Saiyan can get even close to as pissed off as Broly.
Despite being of low birth, the infant Broly was considered a prodigy by Saiyan scientists due to his impossibly high power level of 10,000, enough to survive a planetary explosion.
What?
did?
Over 9,000?
But that's not
All right,
canon
all right,
anymore.
I'm sorry, I got it out of my system.
Sorry, I'm
Anyway,
overusing that.
baby Broly was growing up nice and happy until he was driven insane by baby Goku's incessant crying.
That's not
now,
canon.
everyone complains that this is the lamest backstory ever, but have you played Yoshi's Island? Yeah. Ah,
That was a
don't
good
make
game.
it stop.
That's the original story, but with the new movie, that's no longer canon. However, despite developing different personalities, both of these Brolys are essentially the same character in different situations.
I do love
The
that they kept the same
2018
design.
one is our primary source here, but we'll look at the original and similar Saiyans like Kale for more info.
Whether it be jealousy for his own son or genuine fear of Broly's potential, Vegeta, the king, not the prince, abandoned Broly to a hellish backwater planet to die, with only his father Paragus as company.
Just in time for Vegeta to get nuked. The planet, not the king. Well, I guess the king too. All thanks to the alien tyrant Frieza. Nice job getting rid of your crazy strong
If you haven't
Saiyans,
seen
baby.
that movie, it's a really good movie.
Idiot.
Go check it out. I know
Ironically,
it's-
after decades of
most of the Dragon
isolation,
Ball movies aren't
Broly
that
and
great, but
Paragus
that
were
one's really
found
well put
by
together.
Frieza and drafted into his army to eliminate the Saiyans on Earth, Goku, and Vegeta. The prince, not the planet, or the king.
Thing is, Broly's not like the angry Saiyans. This guy's a gentle giant who would rather play with his big green alien dog than
Could
fight
actually
anybody.
complete the
Paragus
sentences.
molded Broly into a deadly warrior whether he liked it or not. Like most Saiyans, Broly can harness Ki, or one's inner life force, as an energy to enhance his physicality.
Or fire it from his hands in a super laser beam.
Broly's bread and butter is his eraser cannon, a green fastball that'll cross thousands of miles in seconds and vaporize planets.
He can barf lasers with his gigantic roar, shower the landscape with blaster meteor, or just straight murder people with his gigantic
I feel like I just taken
orgasm.
moves from the
Gigantic
video games.
Omega Storm.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm gonna rename my dick that.
His most powerful technique, though, is a small key
Omega
bolt that
Blaster.
Broly can feed to rapidly grow in size and consume entire worlds. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's arsenal isn't just blowing stuff up, though. He can use his key for flight, telekinesis, and paralysis.
Despite being stuck in the space boonies all his life, he's an adaptable fighter who can match seasoned veterans.
Basically, he
Yeah,
learns
that-
as he
that
fights.
caught me off
And while
guard.
most
Learning while
Saiyans get
fighting,
stronger
being so
every
quick with
time
it.
they almost die, the Bromeister's
That might
strength
actually
is
help me in
tied
this
to
fight.
his emotions. AKA, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Doesn't that sound familiar?
These power boosts are so so great, he can match transformations like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His Wrath state roids him up and makes him as strong as a Saiyan Great Ape without all the fur. Or the shedding.
Much to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly had never learned to unlock Super Saiyan, and could not compete with Goku and Vegeta's stronger forms.
Solution? Murder Broly's dad to get him to transform.
Yeah, that was a dick move. But it worked.
Despite the physical abuse he suffered at his father's hands, Paragus was still the only family Broly had, and losing that drove him over the edge.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into a super alcoholic.
Although Broly didn't turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're welcome.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C-type. This is an unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A-type, which are both precursors of the B-type.
Daddy, you're going out for cigarettes again? Okay, I'll see you when you get back.
What is this?
Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you.
Hey,
What?
are you paying attention?
Hell no.
Yeah. The Super Saiyan Vitamin C form has the perfect energy control and let him wail on Frieza for over an hour. And this time I mean wail as in fight.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku of all people turn tail and run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord Beerus with enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this symbolic model.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9
see
times
that.
larger than our own. Based on this, the shockwaves from their clash propagated 240 quadrillion times faster than light.
And after that, Goku became that powerful
Yeah,
in
his
his
base form.
base form.
Oh.
Imagine
Oh,
how much stronger he was at Super Duper Pooper Scooper Saiyan.
Or when fused with Vegeta into
put
the
it like
almighty
that.
Gogeta, a being many times more powerful than the sum of his parts.
Broly got into a dick measuring contest with a friggin' Super Saiyan squared
only way I
and
see
shattered
Broly winning
reality.
And at the peak of his rage,
to,
he
like,
became the
eviscerate
warrior
this
of
nigga.
myth, destined to appear once
Turn this
every
nigga to dust.
1,000
Hakai,
years.
something.
The legendary Super
Can't leave
Saiyan.
no parts behind.
As a broccoli-haired
Boo.
freak, legendary Broly's power is so great that he needs to constantly let it out or else he might self-destruct. I guess you could say his power is maximum.
He's easily among the strongest foes Goku's gone up against. That includes beings capable of shaking an infinite void just by powering up, or merging with the universe and affecting alternate timelines.
In his original timeline, the Brawl survived his energy exploding out of him all at once, and in canon, he took dozens of attacks from Gogeta Blue without any visible damage after fighting for hours.
His power comes at a cost, though. In his Berserker state, Broly is wide open against an opponent who's just as strong, but far more skilled.
And after taking enough damage, his rage will hit its limits, and his power will fizzle out quick. He can even get knocked into weaker forms.
Broly did lose
noticed
his
that when
fight
he
with
was in a
Gogeta
platform,
fair
I
and
feel like
square.
he was more,
But with new friends at his side to support him and a new rival to teach him to
focused on
temper
what he
his
was
fury,
doing, he was
the
able to
lonely
work quicker, but
Saiyan
once he got,
outcast
like,
finally
pissed
got
off
what
and
his
turned Super
father
Saiyan,
could never
all
give
that
him,
went out the window,
a
he was
family.
straight.
Oh, but that means he has even more to lose. So watch out, because this Super Saiyan's temper is legendary.
Ooh.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some more earth-shattering action,
doing
check
this?
out Wonder Woman 1984.
I'm straight, bro.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
Let's just get to the thing. Oh, go back a little bit. Not too far. There we go. All right. You know, I thought the Hulk might have washed because, you know, these niggas are crazy strong, but after looking at this, I got money on Broly now. If he could just find some way to eviscerate him, he'd win. Or else he's not gonna come back.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this puny planet?
You scared them away. You are making me angry.
Nice. Even sounds like the movie.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, now that was a Hulk line.
Show me.
What? Shit. Come on, Broly.
Disappointed.
I ain't over yet. Chill out. Get it. Pink. You felt that. Pink. Let's go. Golden like this shit. Yeah. Ooh, give me hands. Oh shit, no.
Hulk ain't just incredible. Hulk is immortal.
Shit, I forgot. I got excited for a minute. That's crazy.
You are monster?
No, the devil!
That was cool little line. Ow. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards Broly, bro. I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Hulk smash!
Wow. Hulk can't fly. Broly should have an advantage in space. Let's get it, boy. I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Strong. Hulk, strongest there is. Yes, show me. Break the world. Break everything. I'll kill you.
Legendary form. Oh, y'all just said fuck the universe, huh? I feel you. This music kind of hitting though a little bit too in the back. That's my inner read. I apologize. God damn. Oh man. No bullshit. No bullshit. You're not dreaming, is he? No bullshit. I want to celebrate.
KO.
This just in, breaking news. Local area
go.
Saiyan
Hey,
literally
hey.
too angry to
I
die.
thought Hulk had
The
that
Hulk
first
had numerous
details,
advantages
bro.
over Broly. He was far more experienced.
Pause it real quick. I forgot one thing, which was that Goku harnessed the power of the god into his base form, which pretty much like exponentially increased his power. So Broly being able to stop Goku, and we'll say the rest at the end.
Slightly faster and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
Fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took
Yeah,
hits
'cause you
from
gotta make it
Gogeta
make sense.
Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshuu, the blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
And that's before factoring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back
That's what I
into
thought was
Banner.
gonna happen.
With that big of
I
a
thought he was
power
gonna like
difference,
before.
there's no way the same wouldn't happen here. Even stuff like breaking space and time is nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight allowed him greater maneuverability and area control, plus he could attack at a distance with Ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads us to our last and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality
That's
to
what
put
I
him
was
down
worried
and
about,
take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Whenever the Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan Rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible fight was insane.
The winner is Broly.
Hey, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised.
Boomstick. A strange,
But I ain't
green
mad at it,
man
boy.
in a
Hey,
zoot
hey,
suit
better
left
luck next
a letter
time,
for
baby.
you.
That sounds legit.
Good luck
Give
next
me-
time. Now, I'm a dead it. Like,
Dad?
some motherfuckers gonna be like, yo, what about Broly versus Super? Dead that. Dead that. My fellow weebs. Dead that shit, bro. It's done. We ain't beating Superman, bro. It's a wrap. Unless Akira Toriyama gets pissed off and was like, yo, I'm gonna give him Goku some ridiculous power that's better than Superman. Like, he intentionally goes in trying to outdo Superman. It ain't happening, bro. Let it go. They gonna hide that one. Let it go. But hey, we got this though. Broly beat Hulk. I doubted at first. That's my fault. But he came back with this evidence, like with the statistics they put in front of me. It made sense. So I ain't gonna question it, yo. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button real quick. Show support to you, but also that subscribe button. Comments on us today. We are on our way to I was gonna say 2K. My fault. We already hit 2K. I appreciate y'all. 5K, 10K. Moving on up. Also hit that bell notification. That way when I upload a video, you know I upload a video. Come support your boy. Let me know what y'all thought about the death battle in the comment section below. If you are into anime, let me know. You're into comics, let me know what y'all think. All right. I'll see y'all in the next video.